this video, we'll look at the Devices API in Acuity. First, we'll log into Acuity to obtain some necessary parameters. To obtain the IP address and API token, first log into Acuity. From there, click on the Config dropdown. Next, click Integrations and External APIs. In the Focus Cloud Platform API, you'll find the WAN IP address. Make note of this to use in your API. Scrolling down on the bottom right-hand corner, you'll find the API token. Click on the blue View button to see the API token. After you've made note of the token, you can hide the token by hitting the button again. Now that we have these two important parameters, next let's learn more about the API URL. The Devices API allows users to retrieve information about various devices managed by the system. This information includes device names, templates, types, and associated sensor or system names. To effectively use the API, it's crucial to understand the components of the URL and how to construct requests. Let's take a look at a sample URL. The URL structure is composed of several parts, each serving a specific purpose in the request to the API. First is the protocol, which is HTTPS. Next is the WAN IP address found in Acuity. Then is the port. The port number specifies a specific endpoint on the server for network communications. Port 8443 is often used for HTTPS traffic, especially when the standard HTTPS port 443 is not available or being used for another purpose. The next part is the path. This part of the URL indicates the specific resource or endpoint being accessed on the server. In this case, /API/devices refers to the devices resource within the API directory. Finally, query parameters serve as a method to include additional information within a URL. They adhere to a key equals value format and are appended to the URL following a question mark. In the context of this API, the token parameter acts as an authentication mechanism. This token can be found in Acuity. To test the API, you can make an initial call using tools like Postman. A successful response typically includes a status code indicating success. For example, the status 200 OK. The requested data is in the response body. Each object in the array represents a different device connected to the network, providing detailed information such as its name, type, and associated subsystem or component. DAQ name is the name or identifier of the data acquisition device. DAQ template is the template or model used by the data acquisition device. Device type is the type or category of the device, for example, array, inverter, or sensor. SOS name is the name or identifier of the sensor or measurement point associated with the device. This is an overview of the Devices API in Acuity.